Hello. Just wanted to try out a little something here. I'm going to shoot my first little clip here on my cigar I'm going to smoke tonight. First off, I'm going to basically load up a couple short, like little photo clips cut in here to show you a little better of the cigar, the wrapper, and the cut off after I've snipped the end off, getting ready to prepare to light. So, first off, we're going to light this with a real nice little 3-tip butane lighter here. Was actually given to me as a gift from a real good friend of mine. His father actually is the one that got it for me. I think he got a deal. He bought, I think, 3 of them. He found a real good bargain on these, so had real good luck with it. Seemed to like it quite a bit. It works pretty good even in the wind and that. We've got a nice little cigar here I've been holding on to for quite a while. Like I said, I'm going to put a couple of pictures up so you'll be able to actually read this, because this is on the iPod Touch and really isn't doing very good here for quality. So anyway, gonna get this baby lit up here and see how it turns out. Okay, we're gonna give this a shot. This is just sitting on a little shelf here, and we'll see how this turns out. So, real big believer in basically heating the foot up here before I get started too much, before I start puffing and rotating. So, did a couple good puffs on there. Blow on the end. As you can see, got a pretty good light. So far, the first taste is always a little bit strange on any cigar. Depends on what you've been eating. I had actually just eaten some Salisbury steak and some fries, I guess. So anyway, we'll see how that does. And I'm having a cigar today with a Mountain Dew, which is probably my drink of choice almost every time I have a cigar. So I'll check back with you when I get a little bit of burned down on this. Have a great day. Hey there, guys. Back at the moment. Probably, I don't know, I'm say probably a good quarter to a third of the way through it so far. For to get a little quick video here, quick. I'm kind of a ash flicker, unfortunately. I know a lot of guys kind of think that's sacrilegious to do that, but I really get tired of cleaning the mess up when the ash decides to fall off on its own when I'm taking a nice big puff on here. So far this baby's been great. Great build quality, great wrapper on it. Really enjoy it. I'm not going to get into the whole aspect of exactly flavor context, because every single person's decision of what they like is better. Some buddy of mine and I both like our real full-bodied stuff. His dad has one of them, though. He calls it dragon's breath. He said it might as well be smoking straight up, just I think turpentine, I think, was used in the description at one point. But both him and his son and I both kind of enjoy the cigar. Not much problem with it. Hank, one of his problems, I think it was the first cigar he lit up of the morning and wasn't quite ready for that much of a deal. So some of those heavy ones you need to kind of maybe light something up a little softer than that to give your palate a little bit of a break. Producing lots of good plumes of smoke. Staying lit pretty well. Been toking on this a little bit faster than normal, I guess. Maybe I was anxious to get to the next little clip of this, being how it's my first time at this. Been shooting a few steel shots, kind of get a little smoke, plumes around it. I'll cut those in here randomly at different points between clips. Just throw a kind of a odd bluish black background up here to try and get a little better smoke on it. Again, gotta say, I gotta enjoy it. Like I said, tons of smoke, lots of good mouthful, good heat producing. So I'll show you how it smokes out here after a nice toke. As you can see there, like I said, puts out tons of good smoke. It's got a little bit of curl up there. The edge isn't quite burning down quite straight, but a lot of that could have been my fault for not rotating enough as I puff on here. So anyway, so far I gotta say, completely happy with the cigar. Gonna cut some more steel shots in here of the smoke for you and get back to you in just a minute. Have a great day. Well, hello guys. Back here again. As you can tell, pretty close to done. I'm not a real big fan of the whole smoking them down until you burn your finger. Probably got a good, I don't know, another 20 minutes or so on this one. Had to relight once, basically about, I don't know, a quarter inch or so ago. Got it re-straightened back out with the light at least. That helped me one thing there. Had a real good smoke on it. It's had a real good build. Real solid body throughout the whole thing. Getting a little bit squishy, but it always does. It gets a little warm. The tobacco tends to, I guess, loosen up and kind of soften up a little bit there. Not building any heat yet coming through. Had a real good draw on it everywhere through. Still producing good plums of smoke. Big fan of it. Definitely recommended cigar. A little bit on the pricier side. Wouldn't make it an everyday smoke, but it definitely has been a real good cigar for me. So anyway, I'm going to take one more big puff here, show you how it's still producing good smoke even at the end. Let you see how it comes out after a big toke on it here. As you can see, still producing nice plumes of smoke. Got a good breath, big holds a good flavor in the mouth. Hasn't changed too much throughout the cigar. Some tend to even out, some tend to strengthen up, depends on how you go. This has been a nice, solid, just a good, steady, I guess a good, steady, friendly cigar here. So, one I would highly recommend if you get your hands on it. Probably wouldn't, like I said, wouldn't make it an everyday smoke. The ash has been kind of, wanting to peel off at kind of a weird angle as it goes. Again, not something that really concerns me personally, because I tend to flick mine off a little sooner than others. So, definitely not something I'd recommend as a great, if you're looking for that long, beautiful, crazy length ash hanging on the end, definitely doesn't do that. I shot a couple more pictures of it with this crazy kind of bluish black background here. So I'm going to clip those in between these cuts. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of these. If you got any like cigars you want me, like you recommend that you'd like to see me try, give me a hit up here and I'll give it a shot. Have yourself a wonderful day.